fashion, baby, work it, move that bitch crazy, walk.
My name is Jamel Walji. My goal is to be one of the famous designers in Kenya, to bring something different into Kenya, not, the European style mixed into the African concept. I really get inspired by colors, shapes, music, emotions, and my environmental surroundings. I looked at Africa as rich in cultures and traditions. God willing, I hope to have my own brand name as JW Couture in Kenya.
Bitch, free bitch, I'm a free bitch.
My name is Azra Balji. I'm an upcoming designer trying to make my way through the fashion market in Kenya. I was actually inspired by a tribe in Ethiopia. They have this intricate body art done on them and came up with the theme of a retro Africa chic look. I think FAFA, because it's mostly known all over Africa, I just don't want to be known only in Kenya. I want to be known all over Africa. And my goal is try my best to succeed in this.
I'm Nick Abongo Ondu. My design house is Ankara Vintage, from Ankara African print and vintage clothes. Yeah. So I've been designing for 3.5 years. For now that I'm even being appreciated and taking part in FAFA, I'm into colors. My whole collection is colors. I'm into colors, and I do men's too. Yeah, both men's and female. I've done a couple of shows. Maybe do London Fashion Week.
Fashion means a lot to me. Identity. My designs are elegance with an edge. Fashion stuck to me because I can be able to form curves, and I'm a bit Caribbean and African at the same time, so when you fuse that together, you get lots of color, vibrancy, but not necessarily the usual. The competition here is me. Know what they thinking, bro, my soul's in this.
I'm Sophia Charamisiani. What inspired me to design? I love dressing up. I love how I used to see my mom dressing. So I prefer to create my own. I've really grown in the industry. I've gotten to network a lot. I've showcased in the African Fashion Fair last year. I try to set my own trend. My designs bring out confidence, and they have this edginess, and you have to be bold and brave. It's for the bold and brave woman, the daring woman, the sexy woman, and that's what it's all about.
Esther Design. And then when I was a small girl, I used to stitch my own clothes, but with hand. When I was in high school, I used to sketch a lot. I mix African with a bit of Western. I do interior designing part-time. I've always wanted to do FAFA. It's like the big thing in Kenya. It's like an opening. Then they told me about competition, and I wanted to do it, wanted challenges.
My name is Ogake Mosomi. I started fashion I wanted to make clothes for people like me who would fit into the regular sizes. Now I'm doing fashion as a career. Fashion is your life. You live it. It's there every day. It's there in your life. So it's more than my career actually. So for me, it's about the design, yes, but it's also about making someone feel comfortable in the clothes. It's about making those clothes look good both on the inside and on the outside.
My name is Michelle and Jerry Cuthbert. I've been designing fashion for 2 years. I work now and I worked previously as a textile designer. Of the fashion show, this is my first opportunity, and I was invited to exhibit in Madrid, and now I have this opportunity to show my collection to Kenya. I use a lot of crochet, and I support, there's a community of women who do crochet and they sew for me as well. I would like to be a recognized brand in Kenya, Africa and in Europe.
My name is Anthony Williams. I'm not that good at writing, so fashion for me is a way to tell the story. We did the FAFA last year, and we also did the Elite Models Look Kenya.
Then we showcase just the jewelry designs. This time we're opening up to a wider range where we've now implemented our fashion. We've been in business for 6.5 years now.
I think everyone has to be confident in what they do.
I've been in fashion for the past 7 years. I saw this competition on Facebook, did some sketches and sent them. Here I am. I've been trying to go back to fashion for a while, but I've never really gotten the nudge to the right direction. Because my love for fashion and the interest of going back to fashion, that's what inspired me. I love red and white because of the contrast, and I love black. I like something that will bring out the other colors, like it complements or makes it stand out more.
So I started off in London not doing fashion, doing graphics. I ended up switching when I came back home. Okay, this collection was inspired by Russia. A lot of the work in Imperial Russia is a lot of handcrafted work. We've done all the embroidery that you see is all hand done. I think some of it took 2 weeks. All the painting is hand done. All the prints, I developed them myself.
What inspired my collection is basically we're rebranding Africa. So I was inspired by culture because we're rebranding Africa. We're telling the world different ethnicities and cultures, and it's just bringing that out in an African way. That's why I have a lot of leather, just taking it back to the roots again, embracing that. I've been sketching forever, designing for the longest time. It's just been my passion since high school. So I just took it up immediately after high school.
My name is Deborah Kimathi. I started designing about 6 years ago now. It's part of my career in an unusual kind of way. I work with an organization that works with disadvantaged teenagers. We have a section of those students who train in fashion design and marketable craft. So the designs here have actually been put together by some of our students. We've participated in a number of events over the years. We've worked with FAFA before also. So our designs are a really interesting mix. We usually call it contemporary African because we do believe that at its core it's Kenyan and therefore African.
I'm Susan Long. I like to make something that's different, just to come up with something, and I don't know. Well, I just like to take fabrics and play around with them to make something that I want, and you find a different texture, find a different way of combining textures and putting them together. I like clothes to be flattering as well. I think clothes should suit people and bring out their figures.
Personally, I've been in fashion since 2009 up to last year. Last year I started as a brand, Itikadi. I've tried to make it as professional as I can in terms of how I run my business. I've done a few shows. I started with the African Fashion Fair, my first show. The same year I did FAFA, that was 2010. In fact, for the collection I did, the capsule collection I did, is actually from an entire collection we already have set for, it's our autumn winter, for the cold season in Kenya. Be right there.
Don't tell me to be comfortable. I can chill like this. I've been in the fashion industry for about a year. I showcased at the Hub of Africa Fashion Week in Addis Ababa in April of 2012. I just felt like it was a great platform for me to showcase my stuff and get people to know who I am and my designs, and also the fact that I like to work with women who are curvy, and this is the perfect place to do that because every other woman looks like me, you know? Within FAFA, we've got quite a group of very creative individuals. We've got the FAFA board that consists of about 7 individuals, all of different backgrounds in different professions.
I've been working internationally, so they feel I have the expertise to pick the right face and also for the show, and also train them.
Find ways of celebrating, supporting and encouraging African fashion and art. And every hour of today we've had 2 designers who are part of our Emerging Designers competition coming in, and this is actually the first time we're seeing their collections that they've been working on for the last month. All the designers we've seen so far have impressed us beyond words, so we're very excited for our finale event on the 30th of June.